Premier League player taking a swipe at the authorities to a £25 million signing. Here's your Premier League show club by club guide. Porto are one of a number of European clubs to have shown interest in Arsenal defender Jakub Kiwior. Arsenal are willing to listen to suitable offers for the defender, who has 3 years left on his deal. It's understood there is a gap in valuation between Porto and Arsenal as things stand. Arsenal also open to offers for Alexander Zinchenko, Fabio Vieira and Albert Sambi Lokonga. Roma have reached an agreement to sign Aston Villa winger Leon Bailey. That's a loan deal with an option to buy. Villa captain John McGinn, meantime, says the way football is set up is the reason they've lost Jacob Ramsey to Newcastle. McGinn has appeared to criticise the Premier League's PSR and UEFA's squad cost rules. Defender Tyrone Mings has also urged fans not to criticise Ramsey for the move, as they, quote, don't know the half of it. Ben Doak has completed his medical ahead of a move to Bournemouth. The South Coast club agreed a £25 million package with Liverpool over the weekend. Doak will sign a 5-year contract. Brentford forward Yoane Wissa has deleted any reference to the club on his Instagram account. Wissa wants to join Newcastle, but Brentford don't want to sell without a replacement. Brentford head coach Keith Andrews is expecting Mikael Damsgaard and Kevin Schade to be pushing to start their next game at Aston Villa. Brighton midfielder Jack Hinchelwood will be back in training this week. He didn't train fully last week, so missed their opening game with Fulham. Brighton play Everton on Sunday. New Burnley signing Armando Broja needs a bit more work on the training ground before he's able to make his debut. Head coach Scott Parker wants him to be physically ready for the demands of the Premier League. Chelsea value Christopher Nkunku at £43 million this summer. Bayern Munich have failed in an attempt to sign the player on loan. Both Nkunku and Chelsea prefer a permanent move in this window. Crystal Palace want to line up a replacement before considering selling Eberechi Eze to Tottenham. Among their targets for a new number 10 is Leicester's Bilal Al-Khanous. Negotiations are continuing between Spurs and Palace over a potential deal for Eze, who started in yesterday's goalless draw at Chelsea. The wait is over for Everton fans as they get their season underway tonight on the Monday Night Football. Jack Grealish could make his debut after joining on loan from Manchester City. Fulham have made it clear to Rodrigo Muniz they want him to stay at the club. Atalanta continue to push for a deal, and Muniz is understood to be open to the move as they can offer him Champions League football. Fulham have so far rejected Atalanta's bids and would want a replacement before considering a sale. With Leeds United, who get their Premier League season underway tonight against Everton in the Monday Night Football, Dominic Calvert-Lewin is available to face his former club after signing on at Ellen Road. Liverpool winger Ben Doak has completed a medical at Bournemouth and will sign a 5-year contract after the club's agreed a £25 million deal. Former Liverpool midfielder Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain could be coming back to England, with Championship side Birmingham interested in signing him. He's currently at Besiktas and has a year left on his contract, but the Turkish side are willing to let the midfielder go on a free transfer. Pep Guardiola says Manchester City's squad is still too big. They expect departures between now and the end of the transfer window. Goalkeeper Ederson missed the game with Wolves due to illness, while Stefan Ortega was the substitute keeper. Calvin Phillips wasn't in the squad. AC Milan sporting director Iglitari has spoken to Italian media, saying Manchester United striker Rasmus Højlund is a good option for them. Højlund was left out of the United squad for the defeat by Arsenal. Jadon Sancho is unlikely to join Roma. They had made a bid worth £20 million and Sancho spoke to the club. The player has decided he wants to explore other options. Newcastle target Yoane Wissa has deleted all references to his current club Brentford on social media. The striker's display picture has been changed to a black circle on Instagram. Jacob Ramsey is targeting becoming a senior England international following his move to Newcastle. The midfielder moved from Aston Villa in a deal worth up to £43 million. Nottingham Forest have announced their third signing in as many days with the arrival of Arnaud Calamwendo from Rennes. The 23-year-old forward has agreed a 5-year contract and joins in a deal worth around £25 million. Sunderland have made an offer to Bologna for defender John Luchumi. Sunderland see the Colombian international as the final piece of their defensive jigsaw. The defender is keen on the move to the Premier League. He has 1 year left on his Bologna deal. Big day at Tottenham Hotspur. Christian Romero has signed a new contract with Spurs that we understand runs until 2029. Spurs never considered Atletico Madrid's interest in the defender this summer, and Romero's future was part of discussions when Thomas Frank was appointed Spurs boss. There's been another new contract announcement too, with defender Jed Spence signing a new long-term deal. Meantime, Spurs continue negotiations with Crystal Palace for Eberechi Eze. We understand Palace wants a replacement lined up before they consider selling the midfielder. West Ham are targeting midfield reinforcements between now and the end of the transfer window. There could well be more outgoings too for Graham Potter. Edson Alvarez and Konstantinos Mavropanos were left on the bench for West Ham's opening defeat by Sunderland.